Whoa.
I put you on.
I was like, wait.
I'm just like, you're on and only you. Hello, Brittany.
I put you in. Wait. I just you're on.
So, so for folks who are in the chat right now, this is an open after party. So you are welcome to join. The link is in the comments. So if I don't know you, you might not be able to join, but I know most people. So like we're trying to keep the bots out. But yes.
Put your user email request, guys. Don't just be rolling up in here thinking we just gonna know you by your real name.
That's true. That's true. Hey, Tin. Hey. I was loving all the ace love in the chat. So we are literally going to be done in 15 minutes. This is going to be the shortest after party in the in the history of after parties. So there's no agenda. Talk about it.
I popped in a little bit late because I had to do some planner updates, but one, I moved the book up on my TBR.
Yay!
And I also think I'm going to do audiobook instead of, I might hybrid read, but y'all were really talking about the audiobook like it was read some kind of love stories. So I'm going to.
Girl, she snatched my girl. She snatched it. That first chapter, I'm like, what am I listening to?
Yes. It was like the way that she says the name Terrain was just like, okay, so first of all, I need to hear that every day. But the timbre of the narrator's voice, it was just like, it was amazing. It was amazing. And because I don't listen at 6.8 speed, I really got the ability. Sorry. There's been wine. I really had the opportunity. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. But I really had the ability to enjoy her. And I think like whenever I do hybrid reads, I just get more out of the book. And I thought it was really cool to see Sheree kind of be like, yeah, like excited to listen to their own book.
Yeah.
That was really amazing.
Oh, I think it's like almost like seeing your child be born in a way. Like you know it's your baby, but then it says hi, and it's like, oh my god, that's what you sound like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's kind of how.
I guess that is kind of true. It's like, wow, my character has a voice that's outside of my head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and get the audiobook.
Yeah, definitely get the audiobook, and of course, people can always try like all the Libby and free.
I'll check all of those right now before I do Audible because we likes the free ski.
we absolutely do. Hybrid reading is really nice because you're using your eyes and your ears. Yeah, and if that's something that you're able to do, I find it really, really pleasing. Because the more I hybrid read, like now hybrid reading is basically my go-to. The more I do it, the more I realize how untrained I am, like how untrained I am as a voice actor, which makes sense because I'm not an actual voice actor, but my own sub-vocalization is not as dynamic. It's not even close to being as dynamic. So now I'm just like, why listen to my own voice when I can actually like have somebody else with skills like actually act this out? It's really amazing.
I felt this.
The only voices I can do are like cartoon characters from having a child, and like
yes,
he says go to bed. Don't
have
to call Nikki. Yeah, that's about it. That's where it begins and ends.
Yeah. So Tin, you did a review of The Unbroken on your channel? You're usually like, yeah, you review everything you read for the most part, right? Like you're pretty up to date. Okay.
I think yours is bookmarked. I can't, like, I see it and I'm like, it's bookmarked until after I read the book, but it's still there.
Yeah. So is there anything, so Brittany, you're still you're going to read it at some point. So Mike, I guess my question for you is like, from the part that you were around for the interview, what was it that you found interesting about what Sheree had to say about the book. And then Tin, as somebody who's read the book, what was interesting for you in the interview, something that, perhaps helped you see the book in a different way or affirmed an experience you had when reading it?
So when I had FOMO, people being able to talk about the book, and I'm just sitting there like, like, okay, I get it. It's a great book and I didn't read it. So now I'm left out of the conversation. Fine. But it was I really enjoy the conversation about the idea of strong and how it affects us specifically. And then how they were very intentional about the description of their character.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is the kind of strong that I would like to see. Plus, anytime a woman is violent, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, somebody's gonna die in this book, probably. I don't know. Don't tell me if they do. But if it's like fighting scenes and it's women fighting scenes, I'm all for it. I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna slice somebody open.
Yeah, it's definitely something we don't get to see. And like, it's so taboo even talking about that, that it reminds me of like how restrained female characters or female appearing characters tend to be, in general. No, I hear you. What do you think, Tim?
So something that I thought was interesting was violent women. So when you start out the book, like within the first, no spoilers, but within like the first 5 chapters or so, like the battle scenes aren't just battle scenes, they are visceral. Like there's this one scene where they're trying to rescue somebody from some people. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to rescue someone from some people, and Sister Girl literally got like spliced open, like organs like kind of like trailing down. Like they even said like, I didn't expect for her to get this deep. They even said like there was feces in the
my God. This is like my favorite fantasy genre. Love it.
I was like freaked a little bit out. I'm like, wait. Yeah. And it's like, I found it very interesting. Usually, like when it is something about female characters or female presented, like femme characters, they're usually presented as beautiful, pretty, graceful. Like she's an assassin, but she's also in a very short skirt, and like something that makes her appealing to people who would only look at the person for the pure aesthetics of what.
Yeah. I think there's an internet connection loss, but I definitely agree with that there's always some kind of like sex appeal, femininity thing that happens. So as though it's there to kind of like soften the violence, right?
Yeah, she did kill people, but she's sexy.
Yeah.
So like, no, I just want her to kill people.
What do we do now?
We can't see you, and your audio is a little off. Yeah, so there's like, so Samri, you said it's part of the patriarchy to have us afraid of avenging ourselves. And I think for me, like what I found really profound about what Sheree said was that it's not just about violence, right? It's the other part that, that kind of like, we are allowed to be angry. We are allowed to be vengeful. We are allowed to seek retribution. We are allowed to do all of those things in our characters, and that when those options are denied to female or female presenting characters, you have to ask the question, well, why? Right? Why is it that you can have a ton of sexual violence in war-based fiction, but you can't ever have a character who like fights and maybe actually kills her oppressor? Like why is that then taboo? If the oppression in the first place wasn't taboo,
what's because in real life, the women and womenite people, the ones in real life that have killed their oppressors end up in jail. because it's such a taboo topic. It's like, no, kill him.
So
I want a slow, gory death. Like, I want him to bleed out. I want her to be able to have a monologue.
Wow.
Like, that's like when I read like I love military-based fantasy books. I love fantasy books where the majority of the book is nothing but fighting. But most of the time I can only find those with men. So you guys are telling me I'm going to get that. So I'm sold. I actually ordered the book on Amazon while we were talking because I need it tomorrow.
Okay. So. Well, I love to hear what you have to say about it. Hey, Chris, nice that you're here. So we have 4 more minutes because it's gonna be a real hard stop. We're gonna be real clear about this.
I really want to take this wig off.
Yeah. So I do want to let people know who are watching in the after party that we are serious about this giveaway, that there are 10 Melanin Eclectic reading planners, at which point, yes, I knew you were going to do that. Thank you very much.
I already know who I work with.
Right? There are 10 Melanin Eclectic planners that will be available, 1 for each interview. So do you want to talk about that a little bit, in case anybody didn't see the announcement video, Brittany?
I'll give you the cliff notes. This is the 2022 reading planner set for all of your reading planner needs, whether you are tracking books, taking lists of books, participating in readathons, doing buddy reads, or doing anything booktube related. This is the planner that you need. And if you don't want to pay for it yourself, which I don't blame you because free is always great, then you need to participate in this giveaway because you get the option of not only choosing your own cover, but it comes with some extra beautiful freebies like metal bookmarks that we all need because it's a Black chick telling you to read more books.
And we all need that in our lives.
We do.
Yes. So definitely in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to share the video. And Samri Bliss, thank you very much for sharing the video. I saw that you did that. I also saw that you answered the question. So basically,
Samri said, I'm getting these planner.
I understood the assignment.
We haven't even finished the after party yet, and they've already finished.
So you have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and then answer the reflection question. And the reflection question is the one that's on the back of the cards. And we have a platinum sponsor for the Written with Purpose author series, which is Tomi Sojourner Consulting Incorporated. So Tomi Sojourner Consulting Incorporated has taken responsibility for purchasing all of the planners. And so that is something that's going to happen. And you will see that at the end of the series when we select everybody, you'll hear more about that. But basically in the description box, I will have some more information about Tomi Sojourner Consulting. You can learn more about that company. And if you recognize the name, yes, that's because it is my wife's company. Who's amazing.
Tomi's an A1 day one.
Right? We're talking about Ride and Thrive. Okay?
Ride and Thrive. I have not heard that before, and I love that.
Yeah. Tomi's my Ride and Thrive. And she was like, oh, you know that giveaway? I got you. My company's taking care of it. I'm like, okay.
I should also point out that the only person you will be hearing from after the contest is complete is me. So don't fall for spammers or nothing. Because I know once they see giveaways, they start spamming people that they won stuff. You will only be hearing from me. In fact, you'll get a message from me on Instagram with my face to prove it's me. So don't fall for the other foolishness because they are trifling out here.
Thank you very much. We are at the 15-minute mark. We are going to end right now. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you support Melanin Eclectic. Take a look at all of the things that are on offer at the company. Remember to read with purpose. Bye. Bye. See you tomorrow. This was